Greetings from sunny Sierra Vista. As you may recall from a previous video, I went camping. I figured it'd be a good time to go over that gear, tell you what I think about it. Where's that intro? Let's start off with the foundation of every camping trip, and that's shelter. I bought this Ozark Trail tent, 4-man tent from Walmart for about $85. I'm not really sure how they measured for 4 people because there's no way 4 people are getting in this tent. Anyway, it held up really well. We had some gusts up to like 40 miles an hour. As long as you're staked down, this thing will definitely remain in place. It comes with built-in light, which takes a 4 D cells batteries to power the light, or you can use one of those cell phone charger packs because it's all USB and it plugs right in. This I can recommend. Next, let's talk about my sleeping bag. This is just a general Coleman sleeping bag I've had for probably 8 years. It says it's made for an adult tall, up to 6 feet 2 inches tall. I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall, and this only comes up to my shoulders. I find that this works better as a comforter if you just unzip it all the way and just put it over the top of you. I also used an Intech single inflatable mattress. It's only 6 inches tall, but it did real well. I was happy with it. Bubba decided to help me on this next one. So this is a collapsible foldable table. It's actually a roll-up aluminum slat table from Cascadia Outdoor Products. Got this at Cal Ranch for like 40 bucks. I thought it was going to be a little too short. Like I said, I'm 6'2". I figured it'd be too short to cook on, but it actually worked out pretty good for me. So it's 27 by 27, and I can't remember how tall it is. It's only about, I don't know, 32 inches maybe. Anyway, I'd like to be able to recommend this. I bought it because of a small form factor when it's packed up. But, let me show you. It comes apart by pulling the ends out of these little pins here. Little bungee cords in the middle. And it just folds up like this. Supposed to just fold up like this. Anyway, but if you can see, every one of these little screws that's holding on to this mounting point was loose, and I actually lost one on my trip. Wasn't the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. It is an easy fix. However, I think it's unacceptable that I have to find an extra screw, this one right here, and it still doesn't tighten up all the way. But I think what I'm going to do is see if I can get some double-sided sticky tape to put underneath these and just use the screws just to kind of hold it in place, because they're not gonna last for the long haul. Other people make this table. They're plentiful on Amazon. Coleman makes a version of it. I think it's like 36 bucks. If I were you, I'd explore the Coleman version of this. Next, let's talk about water storage. I got a Reliance 7-gallon water container with a spigot on the end. This worked out really, really well, other than it being kind of large, but you're carrying 7 gallons of water, so it's going to take up space. I also got this 5-gallon collapsible water container. I'm not even sure how to fold it up, to be honest with you. This was a huge disappointment because when you fill it up full of 5 gallons of water, it's literally like a water balloon rolling around in your Jeep. Could you imagine that if this thing burst? So what I did is I went and got me a milk crate from Cal Ranch stores, and that fits in there perfectly, even full of water. So that's what I use to transport it. It kind of doesn't make sense to have to go get a hard-sided case, put a collapsible water jug in to go camping when you can get one of these, or maybe two of these. I'm not saying this is absolute garbage. For my purposes, it's just not workable. The best place for this is people who are going to a campground that has water source available on site, and they can fill it up when they get there, because it collapses down really small and you wouldn't need this milk crate. This is my trusty Coleman stove that I've had probably for 8 years. What I found on this trip was that I would have been better suited having a burners like that as opposed to a griddle. I didn't even use the griddle part of this. It wasn't part of my meal plan, but I use this burner to make my coffee and heat up my water for my freeze-dried meals. But I would like to find a different solution and replace this. This blue tub is the tub I carry my bedding in. There's definitely better solutions for bedding when it comes to camping. It's just a simple Sterilite plastic tote. But I got 2 pillows, 2 blankets, and some sheets in there. The hiking community is actually a really good source for small form factor beddings and pillows, and I would definitely recommend, if you're looking to save space, go something smaller from the backpacking community. My Husky Totes worked out really well too. There's no seal in them or anything. Well, I'll take that back, there is a seal. But I got these from Home Depot. They're not cheap. They're very, very rugged. These worked out really well for me. My little egg container worked great. I carried 4 eggs and didn't break them. Of course, in here I keep all my Coleman camp stove and my hatchet, some lights. These are the tent pegs to have, let me tell you, because those ones that come with the tent suck. Anyway, these little lights are they're solar. They expand up. You can hang them, and they're also USB chargeable if that's an option for you, if that's what you need. And they're reasonably bright. I mean, you can see, you know, where your campsite is for sure with these things illuminated. I wouldn't use it as a flashlight though, they suck for that. Husky Tote, this is where all the fun's at. This is a Stanley French press coffee maker. Got this at Walmart. It actually works pretty well. I was pleasantly surprised. I've never used a French press before, so there was a steep learning curve there. But you just boil your water and your coffee in there, and then you just press it on through. Filter catches all the grounds. Does a great job. And if you're like me, you got to have that coffee in the morning. Also bought at Walmart, of course, Ozark Trails little 2-person dinner setup. Comes with 2 plates, 2 each forks, knives, and spoons, and 2 collapsible cups. And these work okay. These little cups are a pain in the butt to collapse back down with. The next thing I can highly recommend is this collapsible wash basin. This worked out great. I got this at Cal Ranch store. I don't even remember how much we paid for it. It's like 20 bucks, but it just pops out. Do your business, dump your water, collapse it back down. I really need a blooper roll. There we go. All good. The last thing I want to talk about, freeze-dried dinners. I got this Mountain House meal, as well as this one's chili mac with beef, and the one I ate actually on the camping trip was chickens and dumplings. It was actually really, really good. I was surprised. Problem is, this is 2 servings, and each serving has 32 grams of carbs. My body doesn't do good with carbs, so the next day was very interesting. So I can recommend them with caution. So there you have it. Just a quick and dirty review of the stuff I had when I was camping. If you like it, let me know. Make a little comment. If you like the videos I'm making, like and subscribe. Until next time, see you then.